Trading Places is presented by...
Hi, my name is Monique Jenner. I'm a boat captain and I'm trading places with Joan, Aguon, Charfauros.
That's right, I was ready to embark on a sea adventure. Monique Jenner, who is one of the few female boat captains on island, was taking a scuba instructor and a couple of tourists out to a spot called the Western Shoals. This particular spot is ideal for beginner divers. Now, for those who don't know, I suffer from a mild case of motion sickness, and just my luck, I had forgot my Dramamine, but I was in high spirits and optimistic that I could handle it. Got this, Mom! So with the weather cooperating, we hopped on the boat, known as the Heavy Metal. The rough waves were not friendly at all, but I fought through it and took advantage of such a beautiful day.
All concerned stations, Heavy Metal, outbound, PD channel, outbound.
Monique said she's been in the water almost all of her life.
When I was 14, I had my first job teaching diving out at Coco's Island, and the guy that got me and my brother certified and the job, he pretty much taught us how to drive boats. And then my brother's 3 years older than me. He got his captain's license when he was like 18. And then I was his deckhand for like a long time.
She eventually received her captain's license. She said that you have to have a lot of sea time, you have to have worked on boats before, and classes you have to take. You also have to have proof of sea time and undergo a physical. Now, speaking of sea time, Monique said that it was about time I took over driving to our destination.
To go faster, you're gonna use the throttles. You can go push them up kind of the same time, and you want to keep your RPMs at the same speed, so one engine's not working harder than the other. So you're gonna put that one up a little more. Little more. There you go. Perfect.
What an adrenaline rush. The whole time the theme of the Love Boat kept popping in my head. I think it was a way for me not to freak out.
I'm going right, or do I need to go a little bit?
A little bit faster on that engine. That's good. Now see that buoy right there?
Yeah.
Just aim straight towards that. Until we get to it. Near the turn. Nope. We're gonna go just to the left of that, and then after we get there, we're gonna go over to that green buoy. That's kind of where our dive spot's at.
Just as I was starting to get the hang of it, a bigger boat passed by, causing a series of wakes.
Whenever there's a big boat, you gotta come down a little bit because there's a wake. You're good. Okay, and just come up a little more on the engines.
You're doing okay out there, Jake?
Don't fall in the water. Good job. See, it's not hard. My friend always says a monkey could do this job. It just gets a little trickier when the weather's bad and the wind. It gets a little harder to. But you just gotta work with your elements. Normally, when the boats come in, it's like you go port to port, which means this is the port side and that's the starboard side. But since he's already going this way and we're already across, like out of his way, then it's okay. We don't have to park. We don't have to pass each other that way. See where that red thing is in the water? Right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just head towards that. That's where we're gonna park.
Now, you know how, like, for the past few days, there's been a high advisory and everything?
Yeah.
Does that play big on, like, doing your dives and...
Definitely. Usually when there's a high surf advisory, we don't usually go outside the harbor. It hasn't been that bad. I think Saturday was probably the worst, but it's calmed down a little bit.
Still feeling the adrenaline rush, I had to take a moment and sit down as Monique assisted to her customers. The main responsibility as a boat captain is to take care of your boat and the crew as well as the guests.
You have to make sure that they're safe. and everything's done safe. But also the boat is a big thing because I wouldn't have a job if I broke that. But yeah, the main thing is just safety of everybody on, but you also want to make them have fun, you know? You want them to have a memorable time and want to come back and charter your boat out again.
According to Monique, she says she does close to 300 trips a year. However, she stresses that no matter how seasoned a boat captain you are, no one is perfect.
When the wind picks up and the waves pick up, it kind of tests how good of a captain you are. I mean, I mess up every day, all the time. You know, everybody does. And that's the thing about being a boat captain. I don't care how good you are, how long you've been doing it. There's gonna be days where like an engine will die out or something and the wind's blowing and you gotta figure it out. And the biggest thing is just not to freak out, because once you freak out and panic, that's pretty much all over. It's a fun, gratifying job. I love it, and sometimes I even freak out that I get paid to do this.
Once the divers are done and situated on heavy metal, it's time to head back to the harbor.
All concerned stations, heavy metal, inbound, PD channel.
Good job. I traded places with Joan, Aguon, Charfauros as a boat captain. She did a wonderful job. And this is Monique Jenner reporting from KUAM. Have a good day.
Trading Places is presented by